We're here with David McNutt and my dear friend that I've been with maybe 6 times in my entire life. We've told that story in earlier segments, but you're the one that gave me this message, your business is your pulpit, and I've been honoring that ever since. Yeah. And we've been talking about different opportunities you've had to share your faith, and I know you got another story or two before you get away. For today, we're going to have you back. But for today, let me just say some other experiences. What are typical type of experiences on a daily basis in the life of David?
Well, just recently I was in Starbucks, and I'm always ready to listen. Anyway, I saw this giant of a man, and he was, you could just tell that he was under the load for work. And I just felt like the Lord said, why don't you go and pray for him? And so I went up to him and I said, sir, I see that you're really carrying a big load. Could we sit down for a minute and could I pray for you? He said, right here? I said, well, why not right here? Yeah. And so I got to minister to him and found out that he owned 3 Popeye restaurants.
Oh, my goodness
and
sakes.
They were not doing well. And I got to pray for him, and he went out with tears in his eyes when I prayed for him and asked that God would just bless him.
Yes.
That's one of them.
Wow. Yeah. But just the right timing.
Right timing.
God just brought you into his life at the right time. We need to encourage each other. You know,
and we need to be
encouragers.
We've got to be open to the voice of the Lord and go and do it. Take the risk and do it. Faith spelled risk. R-I-S-K.
Faith spelled
risk.
Risk.
R-I-S-K.
It is living on the edge.
Living on the edge.
Living outside the walls.
I love it.
It is that, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, you just have to be there. And, you know, our natural instincts are they don't want to hear it. They'll think I'm crazy. They think I'm a kook, a fanatic, or whatever. But if it's God's timing and you feel the prompting, you dare not do it.
You better not, because you'll be in trouble.
Because you just miss an incredible opportunity right then.
I have another one, Barry.
Yeah.
Pastors and his wife came to me and said, would you pray for my daughter? And she was up in Washington State trying to find herself, so to speak. And this one morning real early, she was out in the trees, out in the forest by herself. And I was going to work, and on my way, it felt like he said to me, text her and tell her that I so enjoy her time with me.
So God spoke to you, encouraged
me to text her.
Okay.
Now just remember, we got another avenue.
Yeah, we do.
We got another avenue of ministry with the text.
So he wanted you to remind her that God loves his fellowship with her.
He loves her. And so later that day, after I did that, I let it go. Later that day, I got a call from her mother. What did you do to her? I said, I told her what I had done. He said, David, you won't believe this. She was in the forest seeking the Lord at that moment. We don't know what that's going to do, but we've got to be used by
timing. Timing. We just have to be available.
Yeah.
And open. And the more we do it, you've been doing it for a lot of years.
But
it's just that point where you just feel God speaking to you, prompt you to do these things. And he'll do that if he knows who'll actually act on his promptings.
Yes.
You know, you act on his promptings and minister to people. And sharing the faith is, yes, with non-Christians, with non-believers, but it's also with believers that just need a little encouragement.
No, nothing like it. I can't sleep at night after I've done it.
That's right. And the tiredness goes away, right?
It
just
does.
Like it puts a bounce in your steps.
I
just
love it.
Yeah, it's really great. Love you, my friend.
Thank you.
Love you, my friend.
Thank you so much. Thank you
for honoring God. Always, but particularly on that day in 1976, 37 years ago, to come in and remind me and enforce upon me and clarify and affirm in my mind that my business is my pulpit. Thank you, David. Thank you
so much.
Isn't he great? We'll have David on again. That's all for this segment. Thanks, folks. God bless you.